Let's fix the cast of Survivor Caramoan. Can you fix it? Because I'm going to give my list below, but I want to see what players you would pick too. Let's set some ground rules for us all to follow when recasting the season, as if we are the casting department doing the job on Survivor. Obviously, we're only focusing on the favorites tribe. Everyone needs to be a one-time player who never won. We must pretend to not know how season 26 will turn out. And for fun, whoever we ask to play on the season will say yes no matter what, so we don't have to worry about if they said no in the past, nothing like that. This is for fun, obviously. 5 men, 5 women, let's do this thing. Number 1, obviously Eric Reichenbach makes the most sense to return on a season about fans versus favorites. Remember, we are casting players as if we don't know how they will perform on season 26, especially since we are changing the cast. Eric played on the original fans versus favorites season, was the most successful male of said season, embraced being a fan to his core, even geeking out over seeing Jeff Probst with his brother. And when he had his back to the wall, he played hard. And there was also that one moment, I think they hit it in a secret scene and then they just like never mentioned it again. What was it?
Eric, you have the individual immunity necklace. As always, you can give it up to somebody if you choose to.
And I know that actions do speak louder than words. I want to give individual immunity to Natalie.
First vote, Eric. Parvati. Eric. 2 votes, Eric. 13th person voted out and the 6th member of our jury. Eric.
You guys drive me crazy.
Eric, the tribe has spoken.
Number 2, we saw Eric actually get cast on season 26 and he sat on his hands. A bit lame. You know what would have made a more interesting dynamic for Eric? Flippin' Natalie Bolton. You know, the one he gave an idol to. Yes, the same Natalie Bolton, who was a flat out villain, embraced being a Black Widow, and really did most of her alliance dirty work. Yeah, Natalie Bolton, how has she never come back? I mean, let's speak beyond 26. How has Natalie Bolton never come back? She got stuff done her first time around. Was a casting alternate for Heroes vs. Villains and would have made perfect sense for a return on the second Fans vs. Favorites season. She got screwed by her alliance that she did all the work for, and I could see a more experienced Natalie playing an even better game. Do Natalie and Eric work together this time, or does she somehow trick him again? This is the kind of stuff they could have set up very easily for season 26.
Would love to blindside Jason because he'd be 2-0. The ladies. Just at the jugular, flossing my teeth with his jugular.
I wanted to say to you personally, I didn't get a chance to yesterday, but thank you for keeping your word, and it means a lot to me, and you have mine in this game.
I think I'm pretty evil. I think I could be pretty evil. What I am now is I'm definitely in I will get you mode. I'm in game mode. And now I'm actually having a lot more fun. I'm getting to be more of myself, which is proving to be pretty ruthless and pretty stone cold bitch and pretty cutthroat. And I have a smile on my face.
Number 3, how did unhinged players like Brandon Hance get cast this season when good players who make moves like Stephen Fishpack did not? He was the wizard, the brains of his alliance, and despite getting shut out on Tocantins in the final 2, he played a heck of a game. He just happened to face the golden boy JT, who people seem to be bending over backwards to gift $1 million to. We saw how JT was without Steven on Heroes vs. Villains. I mean, he went for a big move, but just didn't work out. So why not give Steven his solo shot here on a season favoring the returnees?
This is my wizard lightning, shooting you back home. Kapow! The white wizard, overcome with ambition and greed, turns to the dark arts and becomes the black wizard, who zaps the weakened dragon slayer back home.
Do you want to tell me what videos I should make? Well, the patrons on Patreon pick multiple videos for me to make every month, and you can too. You also get to watch everything I make up to 7 months early and join our Survivor Fantasy League. If you're interested, then there's a link in the description. Thank you for your support. Now at that, number 4, Taj, Eddie George's wife, the third crucial piece of the alliance JT and Steven had on Tocantins, who made fun of Coach when he was being way over dramatic about his time on Exile Island. Taj was a bright, mature, fun person on her season who ultimately got screwed over by her alliance. And like pairing Natalie with Eric, pairing Taj with Steven just makes sense. And since she was salty by how she was done dirty in Tocantins, it's not a lock that she works with Steven and trusts him the same way that she did last time.
Coach, returning from Exile Island.
When Coach returned from exile with his cane and he's limping, and I'm thinking, this guy is such a drama queen. He's so dramatic. Any 37-year-old man who thinks he's a dragon slayer belongs in a mental institution. They need to come get him.
Number 5. I mean, this one's a no-brainer. Obviously, Malcolm from the season prior was a slam dunk pick. He played a game that saw a lot of people rooting for him, even having him barely lose to Lisa, who had her built-in fan base when voting for the fan favorite award, and he came one challenge shy of winning the $1 million himself. It is worrying seeing someone play back to back, not knowing what went wrong last time for them. You know, look at Amanda. She didn't really play different. Russell didn't play different. But in Malcolm's case, I feel like he played so well the first time that he doesn't really need to see his first time. He just needs to replicate what he did last time, but you know, a little better.
You have boyfriends?
No.
No boyfriends?
No.
What about them?
Look at those. No.
Right after I graduated, I taught elementary school in Micronesia for a year. Remembering all the good times I've had was a good reminder of how much I enjoy working with kids and how fulfilling that can be. God, why did I give this up? This means so much more to me than pouring drinks for, girls in bars. It really made me reconsider what I've been doing with my life for the past year, and it was a life-shaping experience for me.
Number 6. Secret agent ? Philip Shepard, the specialist who followed Boston Rob and basically was the post Heroes vs. Villains coach, needs to come back. So many people do not like him, and I get it. But Philip was constantly making moves happen on a season that seriously needed them. He 100% needs to be toned down in the edit, as he had way too much screen time last time. But Philip feels like a lock after his crazy antics on Redemption Island.
I want one scoop of the crispy, okay? Just one.
That's all Rob's eating. That's all Rob's eating.
But I didn't have one scoop of the crispy.
We didn't either. We didn't have any.
I don't see where one scoop of the crispy would have been that.
It's Rob. Serve us.
I'm sick and tired of the fact that they act like because Boston Rob is Boston Rob, he gets deference to everything. Let it be known, the first opportunity I have to eliminate him, I will. Am I feeling part of this tribe? Hell no. Am I giving 100% to this tribe, 110% to this tribe? Hell yeah. And I'm sick of it. I'm not quitting. I'm here to stay, but I want it to be on record. There is a division in this tribe, not of my making, of their making.
Number 7. Dude, Shambo. How has she not been back? Dude, Shambo was unabashedly herself on Samoa, and I loved it. She isn't everyone's cup of tea, and like Taj, I know that she's turned down production a bunch of times, but remember, we have the fun rule where no one can turn us down. We have unlimited power. Shambo isn't everyone's cup of tea, but she did bring the drama and played the game that was uniquely Shambo. The real Caramoan cast seemed to favor younger, prettier girls, but I prefer characters. I don't really care about how hot they are, and Shambo is a character, for better or for worse, and putting her on a tribe with Philip would be fun. In a likely short-lived way, but still fun.
Are you freaking kidding me? We got 4 people doing yoga this morning. Kind of alienated from my tribe because I'm not in the 90210 clique. I'm not doing the warm and fuzzy. I'm doing the Rambo Shambo provider role out here. Do we have water? No. Do we have food? No. Do we have firewood? No. Screw yoga, man.
Number 8. Someone needed to come back from Gabon, and since Sugar and Randy already used up their second shot, Corinne seems like a good choice. She was a mean girl through and through who brought the drama and again was a character. Her hatred for everyone would normally be unmatched if she was on any other season but Gabon, where everyone hated everyone. Seriously, if you weren't a cliche popular person, Corinne would not like you.
Susie, I have one question for you. And if you can answer yes to this question, I will give you my $1 million vote. If you get the money, will you agree to have your vocal cords removed? Sugar, you are an unemployed, uneducated leech on society. And the only thing I would vote to give you is a handful of antidepressants so that no one else has to be subjected to your constant crying anymore. And maybe if you got some, then it would seem a little more sincere when you are crying about your dead father. You don't deserve the $1 million.
Number 9. South Pacific was the Coach, Ozzy, Brandon, and Cochran show. Ozzy and Coach are off the table, having played multiple times. Brandon showed he was emotionally unstable and all over the place. Plus, Russell had put him on blast on national television. He's just not a wise choice. He's 20 with 2 kids and a wife, and he seemed to be struggling the first time out there. I would say give him a few years, see how he pans out, bring him back for maybe game changers, you know? Cochran made the infamous flip on Ozzy, loved giving the camera what it wanted, and like Philip, could be annoying, but again, like Philip, tone him down in the edit, and I think Cochran is fun. He can bring that. He can bring fun and snark and just silly stuff.
Tell me a story.
So I was in kindergarten, and it was nap time, and I knew that if I went to the bathroom during nap time, everybody would hear everything I'm doing in the bathroom.
Right.
So I decided I would go in my pants. I was probably crying or something, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
And the nap time ended, so I got up with everything in my pants and sat down in my seat, and everything squished all around in my legs and every crevice of my body. And I guess the teacher got wise, and she started going around the room sniffing each of our butts. Yeah. And then she got to my butt, and then, of course, that's jackpot.
You can't help but love the guy. What a weird kid.
Number 10. The lost Black Widow Brigade member who played on season 21 Nicaragua was a lock to come back. Again, like Eric, she might just do exactly what she did on the real Caramoan. But considering the shakeup we were doing to the cast, a humble and nice Brenda could still make for good TV, even without Dawn's teeth.
I said, you can make an alliance right now, but then you get into a challenge and you end up hating that person after it. So it's for nothing.
I don't think I'm going to hate you.
Brenda, she's a cute girl. I mean, yeah, I'm attracted to her. I, for some reason, can really trust her.
I'm kind of used to having guys do what I say. And what's funny is that Chase just came up to me and told me, like, guys, I have a little alliance going on. And of course, I'm going to use that information to get me to the end. I know Chase trusts me. He's a really nice guy, but he's clueless.
What do you think about my casting choices? Rip me a new one down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you all next time.